Hi, I'm Tanya, and thank you for joining me today for part 2 about growing your garden from seed. It's been about 5 weeks since all the seeds got planted in the greenhouse. It's just past Memorial Day. Temperatures should stay above freezing at night, we hope. So let's get these ladies outside to their forever home over here. I'm excited. We'll see how they do, because you never know. You never know what nature's sense of humor is gonna do. I'll show you a little funny note towards the end of this video. But first, let's see where we're at. Come. Let's go check it out. Inside the greenhouse, look at this beautiful sunshiny day, blue skies, so nice. The greenhouse is hopping. We did make a few additions. I warned you I wouldn't stick to the plan, and that's totally fine. It's an art. Well, and science. Anyhow, most of these guys are going to stay inside the greenhouse. The herbs like it warm. But as you can see, some of the toddler seeds have been moved already, and they are ready to get out. They grow up so very fast, says the proud mama. Just kidding, mostly. It's finally time to put all of the ladies into their forever homes. Let's do it. Here are the containers for the plants that are going to stay inside the greenhouse. We just use a mix of compost and whatever organic soil we can afford at the time. We mix it all up in the old garden bed you can see over here, and then it goes into the containers. Daniel's been a very busy man. He tends to do the transplanting because I'm a little impatient. I'm kind of rough on the little baby seedlings. But here are my calendula. I'm a little behind, but they are doing their thing. I can't wait. I love to make tea out of them. The other flowers you saw were Roman and German chamomile. Here are the tomatoes. They're still tiny. We are going to build a support system for them soon as they get a little bigger. The Brussels sprouts are super excited to be out and about. So are the pole beans, because holy pole beans, they're climbing already like mad, and so are the peas. The peas just went straight outside. They don't care if it gets a little chilly. And they're so cool. They are fantastic climbers. Very, very awesome. Oh, and their leaves are so pretty. Did you see? They're the zucchini. They're adjusting. This is a salad bowl, just a mix of lettuce. Daniel's finishing up my eggplant. That's new for me this year. I'm leaving one in the greenhouse. Pretty excited about them. Those are turnips. Never tried turnips before either, but they're sure liking it. Straight into the ground. The cucumbers, they're happy to be out. I hope it's not too chilly for them, but there they are. And there's the garden. My hubby. And the little doggy helper. Woohoo! I did want to show you the beginning of this transplanting day. The weather really wasn't very nice, but we made it work. I thought this was kind of fun, and we were super determined to get these plants into the ground today. You know, gotta work. Do you like my supervision style? Anyhow, back to the beginning of this transplanting session. This is what we looked like. All the little baby seedlings, ready to go outside for their forever homes. Here we are, 2 weeks later. Da 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 da. Ventilation is super important now that the temperatures are coming up some more. And they are. What are we looking at? Oh, almost 90, 100? That's a lot. That's why we got the fan. Love the fan. It's important to give the babies air to breathe because heat kills plants and fungus loves it. These are a couple of little stragglers, a tomato and an eggplant. They're just not growing. It's been a couple more weeks. I think it's just time to transplant them because all the other things, say the basil's doing super awesome. Oh, 2 more little behind laggy ones. We're just gonna put them in a bigger pot, see if that's what they needed, because its pepper sisters are doing pretty awesome. Look at that. They're staying inside the greenhouse, getting light and heat. And my hibiscus experiment, they're loving it too. I'm very excited about that. More basil. I love the basil. Makes awesome tea, awesome food, awesome pesto. Time, never enough time, and that joke never gets old. This lemon eucalyptus, that best tea you will ever have, and it has fantastic health benefits. I'll talk about that in another video. There we're looking at chive and dill. Then fennel, I added fennel because, again, with the health benefits, and man, this fennel is sweet and it tastes absolutely fantastic. So, let's go enjoy this beautiful day, hi, and see what's happened in the garden over the last 2 weeks. We just finished putting in the awesome soaker hose. I'm super excited. That's the first year we get to try that. I have great expectations. But aside from the plant growth, I want you to also notice that we finished putting in all the trellises. Danielle's pretty creative at making them. They look a little different every year depending on what we learned from the year prior. Oh, this little fence is for this doggy, so he stops peeing on my Brussels sprouts. They don't like it. Batman's watching deep in thought about his trellises. But the tomato cages, which we've had for ages, they actually just work really well to protect the plants when they're young. And the peas are excellent climbers. They don't seem to mind them, and they're about the right height. So that works out. For the beans, this little contraption seems to be pretty good. I can reach inside to harvest the beans. There's plenty of room for air and trimming. And then the tomato cage, that is different every year too. It was a cage last year. Now we're trying just 2 straight up and down, put into the ground with rebar. It might be a little close together, but Daniel says we can trim. Gotta trust him, eh? Lastly, don't forget the awesome milk thistle. It's behind the greenhouse back there. The bugs like it back there. The mosquitoes especially. And, well, bugs like the milk thistle anyhow. It seems that they know that it's a very healthy plant. I love growing it. Isn't it beautiful? Careful. It'll sting you and you will bleed. But it makes fantastic tea. And beautiful flowers, too. Speaking of beautiful flowers. Hey, doggy. Anyhow, look what funny nature surprised us with across the driveway. Another tomato plant. Woohoo! Nature will always find a way. Always. Oh, and behind that, that's lemongrass. It has some medicinal purposes, but most importantly, it keeps the mosquitoes away, and it smells good and makes good tea. Those are peonies. Aren't those beautiful? I wish you could smell these guys. So good. And that is about all she wrote. Here's Transplanting Day. I hope you have a sunny day today too. Thank you for gardening with me today. I hope you learned something new. Like and subscribe if you did. And if you have any comments or any wisdom to share, I would love to hear it. Comment below. Plenty of space. I hope to see you again soon. Keep talking nicely to your plants and yourself. Until then, I wish you health and happiness. Tschüss, tschüss.